Okay, it's time for today's CSS Battle. Right, what have we got? Okay. Well, we've got a bunch of rectangles. Wow, let's just start with probably can we do this with no, that doesn't line up. Maybe some box shadows. Let's just put that as background to start off with. Now then. We haven't got any obvious, easy conic gradients, so what do we want to do? Let's start with that one there. So at 130 and 125. That's actually 120. Okay. We want this colour to 50%. Adding a colour stop. Then we want that colour. That'll get us that. Then what do we want? We want a width and a height. So we want the other side of that. So 230 it's wide and how high? 240 by the looks of things. We want that to be no repeat. Okay, where did it go? Oh, and we still want it to start at the top. So 0, 0, 2. It should be that square. Okay, cool. Might have been better to do the white first, thinking about it. Let's do the white at the, so we'll put it under. Now then, 15. We'll actually start it at 0 and we'll move it down to 180. transparent for everything else. Add in that extra. No, don't need that colour stop. Okay, cool. And then we move it. So we don't need to move it any that way. We need to move it that way. Okay, where have I gone wrong? 115 pixels in. 250 is actually where we need that. 250 pixels from the top. Make it no repeat, but why is it not showing up? Do I need pixels? No. That's white, 25%. Let's just see where that actually is by putting it on top. No. Why is that not showing up? Put it back where it should be. So 115 pixels in. Yeah. 250 pixels down. We've got that there. We're not moving it any left, so it should go there and there. To make it the right width, so 90, and I'll make it the right height to be 180. To the bottom, so that's 120. Oh. Okay, let's make these transparent. That hasn't helped. Why is that not? Why is this white? Why is this not showing up? 1150. So that would put it. What if I take out all of that bit? Take out the no repeat as well. What is? Let's temporarily comment that out. Why is this comment gradient not showing up? Because we're off the top of the screen. Okay. So how high is that? 250, 180, 70? Okay. This makes more sense. Then 0, 180. Should put it in the right place. Well, the top's in the right place. Let's move that to 120. No. Are you kidding me? Is that 118? Let's try 118. 118, okay. And let's That's 70 pixels. If I make that 72 pixels, then does it work out better? Take that out. Take the diff off. Okay, cool. 190 wide. And no repeat. Throw this back in. That looks good. We want the other white bit. So, what we got? Probably 107. 180. 72 pixels down. Let's go with that. 170 pixels in. White and transparent. Turn off the diff and add a comma. Then we need to move it down to 107 or 108. So we need to move it 0 and 108 pixels. 108 looks good. Then we want to make it 240 wide. We don't need to use the no repeat because we're just wide enough that it doesn't matter anymore. It's slightly bigger than 240. Let's do 242. Beautiful. Now this one is behind that one, so let's go in here. We'll do a comic gradient at it's going to be the same left. Then its top is, so if we call that 60 and 180. That's 120 pixels down. Make it that color. Oop. For 25%, and then transparent for the rest. Add a comma just so that we can see what's going on. It's going to be 270 wide, maybe. Oh, hang on. We want to go 0 and how far down? 60. Yeah, that'll do it. Hit submit. And that will be 100% match, so that's good. Now let's take out some extra characters and minify. Okay, now if that square and that square are the same size, we might be able to use a box shadow maybe to get it. This line and this line are going to be the problems, but can we Oh, we could possibly. Okay, let's use. Can I use 2 elements? Let's try using 2 elements. So let's get rid of all of this. We know that that works. So let's use 2 p tags. Make the body have a background of this colour. And then we will. Do we want to use both width and height, or do we just want to use margins to do it? Okay, let's start by getting a P in the right place. Make its background red temporarily. How high is it? 120, 240, so let's make it 120 height. And then let's apply some margins. So, what have we got? 120 from the top. So if we do, that probably doesn't. Oh, that does line up. Then we want 200 is far too much. 122. That looks like that gets one side in. And then we want the other side to be in about 70 odd. Oh, those change, so let's do that. $160, 160 looks good. I'll make that black colour. Okay. So that's actually quite good. Now what we could potentially do, because I think that's going to be half. I think that's going to be half and half. But it's not. Oh, this is the bit that's annoying. Because otherwise you could use comic gradient and make it. So the white is going to be the problem, because we can easily get the other blue with a box shadow of 60, 130, 170. So 40 pixels minus 60. And make that the right colour. So we've then got this. Then we've just got those white lines to get in. We actually only need 1p for this. we get those white lines in without messing everything else up. You could use white box shadow, but that's going to mess up some other bits. Let's do, we'll try it anyway. -10, no. How far across do we want this? 170, 130, 40 pixels. Well, we knew that. -10 pixels. But you see, that's also not where I expected it to be, but we also need to put that the other side of this. But then it's, yeah, that's not going to work. If I want 40, if we just make that 10. Okay, might be able to work with this. I'm not sure how I'm going to cut things off yet, but let's add another white one at -10 pixels. 10 pixels white. Let's see, because then we can have that. I think we're just slightly out with our whites, so 12 pixels maybe? 12 pixels looks good, and make that 12 pixels. That 12, make that 12. Okay, and then we're just stuck with those bits. Now, how are we going to get rid of those? Well, we could use... use some more box shadows to get rid of those as well, but it becomes a little complicated because we're going to want so how wide are we? Let's just make it -60 pixels that way. 60 pixels up. Is that going to cut in the right place is the question. Well, that would be perfect. Can I put that, actually, if we move that to the front, take that extra comma off, that will cut that beautifully. Oh, this could work, this could work, this could work. Let's make that this colour. Okay, and then we're only looking at that other bottom corner, which is, let's just go for 60 pixels, and that colour, see where we get, that looks good. prettiest thing ever, but if this works, then we may be able to do it with a nested template, save us some more characters. That's a much better score. So now let's see if we can change this to a nested template instead. So we'll replace body with an ampersand, get rid of that and go star. Now I think our biggest problem here is that it's become too wide. That gets that side. Try 120. Try 130. That gets the other. That looks good. Get rid of that and that. Hit submit. That is not bad. Is there anything that we crunch? That's not going to crunch. None of those are going to crunch. That and that are the same, but that and that aren't. I don't think I can get it any better than that. That will be my final solution today. So there we go, minify and submit. Oh, it's not a bad score. It's not a bad score at all. So we'll take that. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.